Well, we were leaving a club, of course, and in that particular area, they always with you. But when we were leaving, I was with my friend and her baby dad, and there was another girl, and I was actually in the back seat. So the police officer felt like he seen the car wobbling or whatever, and he pulled me out the back seat. Once he asked me over and over to get out, I'm like, why? He's come to the car saying, you were driving, and I'm like, I wasn't driving. How I'm driving from the back seat. So then he goes into get out the car with all that force and shit. I'm not getting out the car. I'm not getting out the car, one, because I'm in the back seat, and two, I wasn't driving. So he grabbed me and he threw me on the ground and he pushed my head in the ground and everything, and it was just like real bad. Like I was bruised up real bad. I couldn't even film or anything. So they took me to the hospital. They took me to the hospital. They didn't take me to jail first. They took me to the hospital. I was handcuffed to the bed. I was asking them to go to the bathroom, and they didn't let me. It was real rude. And he was like, piss on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to piss on themselves? I got in the car and I couldn't hold it no more, so hey. That was a proper place to piss. In your car. You know what I mean? How about this? You know what I mean? Better than pissing on myself in the hospital bed, I'm not a fan of the police in no way, form, or fashion. I know it's good officers out there, but I just haven't ran into any. So, that's that. Well, I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. I got on the show through my boyfriend at the time, which was Scrap. And, my childhood was like, man, it was dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I grew up with a lot of my cousins. We never had a single house. It was like always my aunties and their kids and the uncles. And it was like a big family household. So, we grew up kind of gangster, watching gangster movies and stuff like that. And, I used to eat a lot of sunflower seeds. And, but overall, like, my issue with my parenting is that my father wasn't there. He was in jail, in prison my whole life. He got out and lived free for like 1 year, and then he got killed. So, he did like 17 years in prison. He got out, lived free 1 year, and then he got killed. He was murdered. So I didn't really get or have a relationship with him. And as for my mother, she wasn't there a lot because she was a single parent and she like hustled. You know what I mean? She didn't have like a 9 to 5. And even if she did, I mean, you're only allowed a certain amount of time with your parents, so to speak, because they have to work to provide for you. But it's just like in the times that we had, I wish it was like more bonding. That's my resentment, I guess, for her. I learned a lot of things from elsewhere, like in the street, in jail, and the things that she did taught me to survive. I respect her for it because I never missed a meal and I never lacked in taking care of my kids, but it did land me in a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like my resentment. Like when people make fun of me for going to jail so many times, I hate that. I hate it. I just like it makes me feel like nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I kind of like fought my mom a little bit for that, even though she didn't make me make those choices. She taught me a lot of the things that I knew, you know what I mean? So it's just like, yo,